We had a tough start to our season 8, but things are looking better recently. Today, we are going to have a triple header in a series of match that could literally set the tone of our season. Are we going to win them all? What is going on, guys? I'm Malvin here, and this is episode 39 of AC Reggiana's Rebuild. So, out of the three opponents today, our first opponent will be Wolfsburg. So, they are the Bundesliga team which are predicted by the media to be finishing in the 5th of the Bundesliga this season, and they are currently sitting in the 6th position. To be honest, they are a very, very good team with a key player in the form of Fabio Vieira. To be honest, if we want to get any types of result today, we will have to be defensively solid against the likes of Fabio Vieira because he is a really, really good playmaker. He usually play on the right hand side as the inverted winger, but he can actually play as an attacking midfielder and even as a central midfielder in the role of advanced playmaker. When you look at any playmaker, right, this is the type of playmaker that you would want to have in your team. All right, to be honest, if I want to compare him to any of our players in our team, right, especially if I'm not wrong, I think Cortinovis as is one of our best playmaker in the team. And when you look at him, there's no comparison between Vieira and Cortinovis. All right, so this is the reality of our team. All right, so we are seriously not good enough, to face the like of Wolfsburg. All right, not only Fabio Vieira, if we have a look at their squad, right, they have a really, really good squad. All right, so their best player in terms of the star rating over here is Adam Aznu. All right, so this is a new gen player, but look at his physical. All right, what would I do to have a left back like him in our team? All right, look at his acceleration, his pace. He's gonna seriously create a problem on our right wing today. All right, so he's 23 years old. Look at his value as well. Amazing, amazing left back. They even have Matthias Swanberg. He's one of a very, very good playmaker as well. So, with the likes of him, Matthias Swanberg and Fabio Vieira, I think playing in the team, right? There's going to be a lot of chances created against us here today. All right, let's look at Vicente Barral. Oh yeah, it's a regen as well, and I think they are going to be playing him as a center back here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they have actually played him, as a center back and as a defensive midfielder, and he have done well in both of the position. And to be honest, the more I look at this team, right, the more I'm getting scarier. Okay, before we get into the match today, let's talk about our squad's performance this season. All right, so let's start with our best average rating player. So the player that actually got the best average rating in the team is Stefan Bajetic. All right, 12 appearances for him and 5 assists for us in all of the competition. It's actually all in Serie A. All right, he have not got any assists in the Europa League. So hopefully today will be the first day. If you look at his form, right, the last 10 matches that he have played, 7.43 average rating, 3 assists. He has been one of the greatest revelation in our midfield, to be honest. All right. Okay, so we signed him, I think last season. Yeah, last season we signed him where we had a major midfield rebuild, right? To replace Wanden Bowman. And to be honest, he has done better than Wanden Bowman in this club. Last season, he was really good for us. He played, 18 games for us in Serie A, 5 assists, 7.27 average rating. But this season, he's on another level. He have already got 2 man of the match, 5 assists in only 10 appearances in Serie A. So you can actually see, the difference that this guy is actually doing in our team. All right, so the top assister in our team right now is Marcos. All right, so Marcos, as you guys know, if you guys remember, if you guys have been watching this series, from a few seasons back, we actually signed him, 3 seasons back, 3 years back. But we could not play him because of the non-European rule, and then we sent him on a loan last season, to Middlesbrough to play in the championship, which, to be honest, he did that bad, but it was not good enough as well. So when I decided to let Matteo Della Morte to go on a free because I wanted to play him, it was a big risk, to be honest. All right, because Matteo Della Morte was actually a proven match winner for us. He used to score goals for us. He used to create chances for us. But yeah, I actually had faith in Marcos that he'll be able to do better than that, and he have proved me right. 6 goals and 7 assists in all of the competition in 13 appearances with an average rating of 7.37, right? He is really looking good. All right, even in CDR, 5 goals, 6 assists, won a man of the match in 10 appearances is an amazing return for a 21 years old Brazilian player who we only signed for a measly 5.5 million. So this is also going to be one of the bargain that we have got in this series. All right, so hopefully he will score more goals for us this season. And if I'm not mistaken, he is also our top goal scorer. So behind him, it's Kevin Zeffi with 5 goals. All right, so yeah, we signed him this season, on a permanent deal. Last season, he was on a loan with us from Inter Milan. This season, we made it permanent. It was a risk actually, signing this player for a fee of 10 million. But it is actually looking that it's going to be paying off. 11 appearances, 5 goals, 3 assists, 7.25 average rating. I think it's a really, really good return for this player. All right, so I really hope, in today's episode, we are going to have 3 matches here today, and hopefully all of these players are going to turn up and really play well for us. All right, guys, so this is the team that I'm going to be fielding against Wolfsburg today. It's going to be Florian Muller in goal. Our 4 defensives, it's going to be Kanev, Napi, Madi, and Araujo. And Ibrahima Diallo and Stefan Bajati will be starting as our 2 defensive midfielder. Kevin Zeffi, Cortinovis, and Marcos will be behind Norman Bassett as our striker up front. So Axel Berenguer, I'm going to be starting him, on the bench today. After he came back from the injury, right, he actually have played quite well for us, to be honest. 7 appearances, 4 goals, 1 assist, 7.22 average rating has been quite good. But Marcos is having a good form right now. He's playing well for us. He's creating a lot of chances for us. So I'm gonna start him on. If he doesn't play well, I will bring on Axel Berenguer. And Ismail Garbi is also the same thing. He's gonna be sitting on the bench today, and hopefully when he come off the bench, he will be able to make the difference for us as well. Because Cortinovis, as you guys can see over here, 7 goal contribution in 13 appearances, only 8 starts. He has been one of a very good player for us this season as well. So I can't justify dropping him off yet. So he's going to be starting against Wolfsburg, and hopefully he will play well against them as well. All right, guys. So to be honest, right, our Europa League, campaign have not started in a very good note. All right, so we have actually played 3 games, but we are only, we are currently sitting in the 16th position with only 5 points. So that means in the 3 games that we played, we only have 1 win and 2 draw. So the only great thing that I could say right now is that we are unbeaten still, in these 3 matches that we have played. But Wolfsburg, they are going to be a different level here. All right, so if we can win against them here today, that will actually propel us all the way to the, to the top 8, and that will actually guarantee us a spot in the round of 16. That is where I want to see us, being in the end of this episode. So hopefully you'll be able to do that. And to do that, we will have to win against Wolfsburg. All right, so let's just get into the game, and I think we need to focus up on it. All right, so now there's a lot of headers going on right now. Okay, Marcos now trying to look for a long ball to Zeffi, headed from the defender to Seaman. All right, let's see what Seaman is going to be doing here. Is he going to be playing it long? If you look at this, we're actually pressuring them quite well, but he actually played it short to his centre back. He's trying to look for Jordan there, headed it back to the centre back. Now Swanberg to Jovic. Bajetic, that was an amazing tackle by him. He won back the possession for us now. Safiano Madi trying to play it long to Marcos. Marcos on the right hand side. He found Bassett, and I think Bassett is offside. Please don't be celebrating. Let's wait for the verdict from VAR right now. I think that Norman Bassett is actually offside there. Oh no, the goal has been given. All right, so I was wrong actually. So I can't be a linesman, guys. If you look at this, Marcos to Bassett. If you look at this, yeah, from a different angle, it actually looks a little bit offside there. But I'm not gonna question because we are in the lead here. All right, so it was actually the left back that actually played Bassett on there. All right, so yeah, fair play for the team. Okay, it's going to be a throw in here. Kanev throwing it to Cortinovis on the left hand side. He found a pass to Bassett. Bassett trying to look for Marcos, and Marcos, that was an amazing goal by him. First time volley, and there was no chance for the keeper to save that shot. Are we still? I don't think that is offside there, to be honest. Yeah, the goal has been awarded, and we have extended our lead to 2 goals. All right, if at the start of this game, right, if you would have told me that in the 11th minute we will be leading this game, with 2 goals, right, I would have laughed off my ass, man, seriously. Because yeah, we looked at the squad right just now. most of the squad, they were actually better than our team. But over here, right now on the field, we are playing better than them. But right now, if you look at this, Fabio Vieira, he's actually playing on the left hand side here, and Madi have conceded a penalty. Oh, what is it with us? Whenever we play any big team, right, we will always concede a penalty against them. We will always make this stupid mistake, which we don't do. In our normal game, in our Serie A game, but when we play against big teams, we will always concede a penalty. We will always score own goals. We will make stupid back passes where it will actually lead to goals. And now Wolfsburg have actually clawed one goal back through Fabio Vieira's penalty. All right, it's 15 minutes and the scoreline is 2-1. Okay, it's going to be a corner here from Marcos, trying to look for Napi on the near post there, but he could not get into the header. But we still have the possession here. Araujo passing it to Bajetic. Diallo playing it back towards Kanef. Diallo to Zefi. Portinovis, can he get a pass into Marcos? And Marcos from a very, very hard angle have actually scored his 8th goal of the season. Oh my god. I really thought that Marcos were going to look for a pass to Norman Bassett, but I did not expect him to score from there. You guys can actually see this on hand right now. How good has Marcos been for us, All right, in the absence of Axel, as you guys know, in the last episode, I told you guys that he was actually out with an injury for 3 weeks. All right, in the absence of Axel Berenguer, right, Marcos actually turned up and he's showing it as well, here. If you look at the XG story, right, I know that Wolfsburg's XG have actually been inflated because of the penalty. And if you look at this, they only had one shot on target, which was the penalty. And that is really great. We are actually controlling the whole game and we are actually stopping them, defending quite well against their attack here today. Hopefully, we'll be able to do the same in the second half here. I'm not going to tell the team that I'm happy. I'm just going to tell them to take charge, to not be complacent the second half, because I really don't want us to get complacent, because if that happens, it is seriously going to be one of the biggest bottle job that we can do, because we really need the 3 points over here. If we keep on drawing games, if we keep on losing games, I'm afraid that we are not going to be able to get out of the league phase this season. All right, it's the 67 minutes here, and now I'm going to make a few changes. Portinovis, he's actually playing well, but he's tired. If you look at this, the whole team is actually playing well here today, which is really great to see. Stefan Bajetic is also, he's actually, he's actually having a little bit trouble with his fitness. Recently he have not been, he, he have actually been struggling to play the whole game. So yeah, I really hope, I really hope that, that will actually improve in the near future. And Atanasio, I'm going to be taking him off for Julian Araujo. Julian Araujo actually, he just came back from injury. So he was actually fully fit, for me to start. But you can actually see, that his stamina level have actually start dropping. So rather than, waiting for him to get injured or anything, I think we should just take him off. All right, Atanasio, I think, he'll be able to do a good job on the left hand side as well, for us here today. And now Wolfsburg is with the possession. Brun. All right, so they have is this the Adam Brun that was in Inter Milan? Actually, we will have to have a look if that is the same striker that I really wanted to sign from Inter Milan. We will have a look at it later on, when we get into the when the highlights just ended. Okay, when the highlights ends. All right, Napi here to Diallo to Atanasio. Atanasio passing it to Marcos. Marcos trying to look for a true pass to Garbi. Ismail Garbi. That could be his first goal of the season here. Could this be the opening of his goal scoring record for us this season? Oh, the goal has been disallowed. Unlucky for him, but he was in a very, very good position, but he just could not time his run. Oh, he was just slightly offside, to be honest, there. Oh my god. What could have been, seriously. Okay, so before we, continue the match, is this the Adam? Yeah, this is the Adam Brown from Inter Milan. Wolfsburg actually signed him for 42 million last season. And he have only managed to score one goal last season, for Wolfsburg. And this season he's doing quite well. So hopefully we will be able to stop him from scoring against us here today, because if you look at his attributes, right, he is a really, really good striker, which I really wanted to sign, but I just could not afford. All right, so from my assistant manager instruction there just now, I've actually subbed off Kevin Zeffi for Alessandro Bolzan here. And you know what? Let's have a look at Adam Brand again. If you look at his physicals here, right? My goodness, the only thing that is not really that great about him is the height, 176 centimeter. But his finishing, the 17 finishing is really showing this season. Only 5 starts for Wolfsburg, right? And he have actually scored 7 goals. I'm not sure why they are only starting him, in half of the games. If I'm the manager of Wolfsburg, right, I'll be playing him if possible in every games. All right, seriously. All right, so I think that is going to be it. We have won against Wolfsburg here, which I really did not expect, to be honest. And let's have a look at the league standing right now. All right, so with that win against Wolfsburg here, we have actually gone up to the 11th position with 8 points here. If you look at this, it is actually a very very tight league phase. With another 4 games to go, right? We are only 1 points behind Renes, that are the final team that are in the top 8 here today. And today we are going to be playing another Europa League game against Copenhagen. So hopefully when we face Copenhagen, we will be able to beat them as well. And yeah, hopefully we will end today's episode in the top 8 position of the league phase of Europa League. Alright guys, so like I mentioned to you guys, this is going to be a triple header episode. But I will be skipping past the Torino game. Alright, so the only games that we are going to be playing are going to be Atalanta and FC Copenhagen. Alright, so Torino's game I don't think is it's significant enough for me to play. But Atalanta, as you guys know, although they are sitting in the 15th position, right, they are a very good team. So hopefully we will be able to beat them on camera here today. So, there's another 2 more days for the Torino's game. So I'm going to rest up the team. I'm going to play this game off camera and I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so we have managed to win against Torino 2-1. So both of the goals were scored by Norman Bassett and it was enough to secure us the 3 points that were badly needed, to be honest. Alright, if you look at the XG story, right, Torino did not created enough in this game. And that one shot on target that they have unfortunately went in. Alright, and the goal scorer was Lorenzo Colombo. To be honest, I actually tried to sign him this season, but yeah, he actually opted to go to Torino, So yeah, bad luck for him, that Torino is actually struggling this season. Alright, so in Serie A, we are currently sitting in the 5th position with 23 points and 12 games played. If we win against Atalanta here today, we will finish this episode in the Champions League position in front of AC Milan. And if you look at this, Inter Milan, I'm not sure what is happening to them this season, but they are struggling. Their media prediction is actually for them to win the Serie A, but they are currently sitting in the 6th position. And I really, really hope they will struggle until the end of the season because it is enough, of seeing them winning 4 Serie A's in a row. I think it is time for a different team to win the Serie A this season. And I really hope, who knows, right? We can actually win the Serie A this season. I think that is going to be the greatest achievement if I can actually do that this season with this team that we currently have. All right, so Atalanta, our opponent today, they are also struggling this season. All right, their media prediction is supposed for them to finish in the 11th position. They are currently in the 13th position. And I think for the past few years, right, they have actually not been able to finish in the European competition, I think the last they got into the European competition was back, 5 years ago. All right. So yeah, since then, they have always been a mid-table team. And I'm really happy, that we have been able to dispossess and took over as a European competition team here. And their key player over here is Tommaso Baldanzi. And to be honest, he is a really, really good player. If I'm the manager of Atalanta, I'll be either playing him as an advanced forward or I'll be playing him as a shadow striker in the attacking midfielder position. All right, so what would I do, to have this kind of player in our team? I can tell you, if we can have this kind of player like, the likes of Lorenzo Colombo that we saw just now, Tommaso Baldanzi, and even, Fabio Vera that we saw in Wolfsburg team, I think we will be easily winning, Serie A, easily won, the Conference League last season and maybe an Italian Cup as well. All right, so let's just not dwell into the fantasy. Let's get back into reality. And this is the team that I'm going to be fielding against Atalanta here today. It's going to be Florian Muller in goal. Our 4 defenders will be Kanef, Diumi Napi, Madi, and Atanasio. Victor Mezegoya and Stefan Bajcetic will be starting as our 2 defensive midfielder. Kevin Zeffi, Ismail Garbi, Marcos will be starting behind Norman Bassett. Let's just submit the team and get into the match. Like I mentioned early on, in the intro, that this episode, these 3 games that we are going to be playing on camera here today are going to be able to set the tone for our season, this whole season. All right, if we can win against Atalanta here today, we will be finishing this episode in the Champions League spot, which is what I'm aiming for this season. All right, so hopefully that will happen. Hopefully we'll be able to pile on to this Atalanta's bad form, and hopefully we'll get 3 points against them. All right, it's going to be a throw in here. Kanef throwing it to Ismail Garbi. Now Victor with the possession, passing it back to Kanef. Kanef playing it long to Kevin Zeffi. Can he get to the ball first? All right, headed clear by the defender, but Kevin Zeffi is still fighting for the possession, but he lost it yet again. All right, oh, Garbi, that was a great interception, and he almost gave us a lead in the first minute of this game, but we have a corner here. Can we score from here? Ismail Garbi with the corner, trying to look for Victor. Headed clear by the defender, but Napi still have the possession. Passing it to Ismail Garbi on the left-hand side. He got tackled, but the referee did not give it as a penalty, and the highlight just ended. Okay, it's going to be a goal kick here for Atalanta. The keeper is going to be playing it long. We won the header. Garbi to Victor. Victor playing it long to Marcos. Marcos has the pace, and he got into the ball first. Is he going to be playing? Oh my God. I really thought he was going to get a cross in, or maybe he was going to, cut inside and try to shoot. But instead, he won a penalty for us. And who's going to be taking our penalty? I think it's going to be Victor. Victor or Garbi? Yeah, it's going to be Victor taking the penalty for us. Our new number 8. Can he score his third goal this season? Let's see. Oh, he have converted the penalty for his third goal of the season and our first goal in this game. All right, that is a really, really good start for us. 5 minutes in and we are leading in this game. Okay, so the highlight is going to start with Atalanta trying to attack us, but we have won back the possession. Now, Kevin Zeffi here on the left-hand side. Can he get a pass into Ismail Garbi? He found the pass to Ismail Garbi. Garbi with the possession. He have a lot of players supporting him. Kanef, now back to Garbi. On the left-hand side, inside the penalty box, he have 3 players and he found Kevin Zeffi. But it was blocked by the defender and we have won a corner here. All right, who's going to be taking the corner? It's going to be Marcos. Marcos, can he get a good cross in? He's trying to look for Napi, and Napi, his header actually hits the side netting and went out for a goal kick. Okay, so now the highlight starts with Atalanta with the possession. Bakayoko to Giuliano. He's inside the penalty box. Can we stop him from trying for a shot here? Now Melee, his shot actually hits the crossbar and went out for a goal kick. Oh my God, we were so fortunate that we did not concede that. Alright, so if you look at the match stat over here, right, Atalanta actually have not had a single shot on target in this game. All of the tries that they have actually been outside the penalty box. So that means that our defensive line is actually doing their job here today against Atalanta. But we are only leading by 1 goal. So that is something that is still making me nervous over here, because at any time Atalanta actually has the quality for them to score a goal. As you saw, right, Baldanzi, especially their player, he actually has the quality of creating some problem for us here. And Marcos, if you look at that, my goodness, look at the ball control that he actually had. Just now he managed to keep hold on the possession. Look at this. Against 2 defenders, he managed to keep possession and he managed to hold on to Garbi's run into the penalty box. And Garbi, coming off an injury, he have scored his first goal of the season here for us here. All right, it's going to be another corner here. There has been a lot of highlights, to be honest. And if you look at this, it has only been 30 minutes in this game. And Napi have actually scored his first ever goal for us, for REGGIANA here, and make it 3-0. And I don't think we are going to be losing this game, from this. I really hope that is not going to be my famous last words, right? All right, so early on in this game, we are really showing Atalanta who is a better team here. All right, we are playing really well against them. Their 4-4-2 formation is seriously not working against us here today. And Atalanta, I think they will be looking, to score at least 1 goal here before the end of the first half. All right, now Bakayoko, we won back the possession through Ismail Garbi. He lost the possession to Malay. Baldanzi to Dardal. Giuliano, 1-on-1 with the keeper, and he have scored. And I think he is not offside there. I know there's a suspicion of offside, but I don't think he was offside. I think the goal will be given by the VAR. Yeah, the goal is awarded. And like what I mentioned, they will be looking to, at least score one goal, at least score one goal before the end of the first half, and they did just that. I think, Florian Miller should have done better there. Yeah, he was very close to Giuliano. I think he should have done better to save that goal. Okay, so the highlight is going to start with the possession, with Atalanta. It is the same thing all over again, in this whole game. All of the highlight has been starting with Atalanta with the possession, but we have won it back. Now Atanasio playing it long to Kevin Zeffi. We have a lot of players, and Norman Bassett have scored his 8th goal of the season here today. Kevin Zeffi, that was a great passing by him. And it was an amazing counter-attacking football. If you have a look, we actually had more attackers in the penalty box than they had, their defenders in. If you look at this, it was basically 4-on-3. And yeah, the quantity, we actually had an advantage there and we took it. The scoreline is 4-1 in the 49 minutes. Okay, it's going to be a free kick here for Atalanta. Bednarak to Piqueres. Okay, Piqueres to Dardai. Dardai trying to play across to Giuliano, but we won the header. Now, Melee, I'm not sure what Kevin Zeffi did there. He just went away from the ball there just now. I'm not sure what he was thinking. Now, the possession is with Atalanta's goalkeeper. All right, to their centre back. Melee, back to their keeper. Bednarak to the keeper. They're just playing it back to their keeper here. I don't think I don't think they know what to do right now. Right? Seriously, I think they're just trying to keep hold on the position. I think they're just trying to keep hold on the possession. All right. I'm not sure what I'm talking there. I think I'm just getting a little bit too excited because we are going to be playing 3 games. We are on the verge of winning our second game here today. And against Copenhagen, if we can win, that is going to be 100% win in live comp. All right, so that is going to be something really great. Okay, now it is going to be a corner here for Atalanta. John tried to look for Shenador, but Edison coming from nowhere have scored Atalanta's second goal there. Oh my god. I was focusing on Shenador there, but Edison came on from nowhere. Seriously, our defense should have done better there. There were more of our defenders there. There was only 2 players, Shenador and Edison, but they have managed to win a header there just now. We should have done better to defend that corner. I'm going to demand more here because I really don't want our team to lose focus. And they're going to have another corner kick here. If they score from here, right, I'm telling you, and Florian Muller really didn't give me a confident that just now, when he punched through the ball and, he just left the goal empty there just now. If they would have got into the rebound, it would have been their 3rd goal. Now Napi to Kanef. Kanef playing it to Ismail Garbi. Ismail Garbi, I'm really happy to see his performance today. He is looking like the last season Ismail Garbi here today. And that is his 2nd goal in this game and his 2nd goal of the season. All right, like I mentioned to you guys, he is really looking like the Ismail Garbi from last season, before he got the injury. All right, I'm really happy that he's getting back into full fitness and he's getting back to his form. All right, so hopefully that will continue against Copenhagen as well. And I'm really happy to see that, he and Cortinovis will be competing for the shadow striker role. I know last season I actually played Cortinovis on the left-hand side, right? But this season, with the injury of Ismail Garbi, I actually gave Cortinovis a chance. And he did really, really well. So, fair play to him, Even, he actually managed to compete, with Ismail Garbi. That it actually makes me think twice, before starting the game. I really think whether I should be starting Garbi or Cortinovis. So, which is to be honest, as a manager of a football team, right, that is a really, really great thing to have, great dilemma to have, when you don't know which player you want to start because both of them are playing so well. All right. So Ismail Garbi here, I know I should be subbing him off for Cortinovis, but he has a chance of scoring a hat-trick here today. And I really want to play him on, and who knows, he can actually score a hat-trick, right? That will actually do really good for his confidence, if he can actually score a hat-trick here against Atalanta today. Hopefully he will do that. All right, there's another 13 minutes to go, so anything can actually happen. All right, like I mentioned just now, if we win against Atalanta, we will get into the Champions League spot. And we did just that. If you look at this, we are only 5 points behind the league leaders, Juventus. And let's see, right? Who knows if we can string on a very good, form, if we can actually do that, if we can start winning more games, right? Who knows, we can actually challenge for the title this season, which I'm not really looking for. But if we get into the chance, obviously I would love to do that. All right. So let's just praise Garbi and get into the next match, which is going to be against Copenhagen for the Europa League phase, which is going to be played in another 3 more days. So I'm going to rest up the team and I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, guys. So this is the team that I'm going to be fielding against Copenhagen today. It's going to be Renatinho as our goalkeeper. Our 4 defenders will be Enrique, Napi, Madi, and Julian Araujo. Renato Vega and Stefan Bajati will be starting as our 2 defensive midfielder. Cortinovis, Garbi, and Axel Berenguer will be behind our pressing forward Max Dean. Let's just submit the team and get into the match. All right, the highlight is going to be starting, by, I'm not sure, maybe we were trying to attack there. I didn't see the pass that, happened. I'm not sure who did the pass, but we have the possession here. We lost the possession to Raure. I'm not sure who's that. Is it Adama Raure or anything like that? And they have actually scored in the first minute. Oh my god. This game have not started in a good manner here. I'm not sure who is this player. I can only see the Raure, on the, on his name there. Placheta to Karamoko. And I'm seriously, our defenders actually were caught sleeping, early on in this game. I don't think we actually expected them to attack us this fast. But I'm gonna berate. I know it's only 8 minutes, but I don't care because we have conceded a goal early on in this game. Can we fight back and get 3 points against this Copenhagen team right now? It's the 20th minute here, and we don't have a single shot on target. What are we doing, guys? I'm gonna demand more here, and now we have a highlight. Ismail Garbi to Renato Vega. He's gonna be playing it long, trying to find Max Dean, and Max Dean, he got into the ball, but he just could not keep his shot on target. I should have started Norman Bassett, right? I shouldn't have rotated so much, for this game. Because I just want to give, equal opportunity for all of the players, to actually show me what they are capable of. And I really hope that it's not gonna bite me in the A here today. Enrique, now to Cortinovis, playing it to Stefan Bajetic, Madi. All right, Madi taking his time. What is he going to be doing? Don't lose the possession. And we lost the possession. That is what I was afraid of. And now it's 3-on-1. What are we doing? Placeta. Oh, Placeta. That was a great save by Renatinho. Okay, Renatinho with the possession. Is he going to be playing it long? He's passed it to Napi. Napi to Enrique. Oh my God. That could have been a costly mistake by Madi there, Oh my god. And look at this. We still don't have a single shot on target. What are we doing? I'm going to demand more here. And hopefully, nothing is going to happen. So the first half is going to end with the scoreline 1-0. And with us not having a single shot on target. We are actually having a lot of possession here today. So what am I going to do? I think we are not being able to, get into the penalty area here today. The penalty box. So what am I going to do? Should I start working the ball into the box? You know what? Let's just do that. Let's try to work the ball into the box first. Give them 15 minutes and see if we can make any difference. But look at this. Cortinovis is actually on a 6.2. All right. So if things still goes on the same way, right? Especially with Axel Berenguer with 6.5, Cortinovis with 6.2, and Madi have equalized the game for us here. And Max Dean, if they are still not improving, in the 60th minute, I'm going to take all of them off. I don't care. We are going to bring in Norman Bassett, Marcos, and Kevin Zaffi to basically create some impact, to give some impact in this team. All right. And now Napi playing it to Cortinovis. Cortinovis back to Napi. Enrique playing it back to Napi. Bajetic to Madi. All right. If you look at this, the whole team of Copenhagen, they actually panned up in their own half. All right, so they're actually playing a little bit cautious, to be honest here, and maybe they are going to be relying on the counter-attacking football that they actually did against us, early on just now. And Berenguer, he have actually scored an amazing goal there. What flair that he had there just now. I think that was a back shot, right? That was a back heel into the goal there just now. Let's have a look at the replay. Araujo, okay, he found a pass. Okay, Garbi to Berenguer. Oh, it was saved by the keeper. It rebounded back to Berenguer, and Berenguer just back-tailed it into the goalpost. I actually, was talking about subbing him off, right? And he showed it to me. I think he was looking at me on the stands, before when he scored the goal there. Garbi now to Max Dean, and Max Dean have scored his 4th goal of the season here. All the players that I was telling, that I was going to be subbing off in the 68th minute have actually scored a goal, except for Cortinovis. He have actually not improved. I think to be honest, right, I think Cortinovis I should be only playing him as a shadow striker now because yeah, recently, right, when I play him as a left attacking midfielder, right, he doesn't play well at all. So I'm gonna be taking off Cortinovis for Kevin Zeffi. Alessandro Bolzan, right? The reason I'm not really playing him that much because he's unhappy. He wants a huge contract, and I don't think he's actually worthy of that contract. All right. So yeah, he's kicking up fast. And if you look at this, I've actually gave him a lot of game time, but he's not playing well at all. And with Kevin Zeffi playing really well, Cortinovis, the likes of Ismail Garbi and all, I don't think, there's actually spot for a player who doesn't play well for us at all. Even Cortinovis, sometimes coming off the bench, he make the difference. But Alessandro Bolzan, he have actually lost, his flair, his composure this season. Right? He's not really playing well. And to be honest, if you want to hand in a transfer request, I am not gonna, try to keep him around. If you want to leave, he can just leave. all right, all right. I'm that kind of manager. If you realize, right, there's a lot of turnovers on the player in the team as well. Because yeah, I don't care if you want to leave, you can just leave. I don't want all these negative players, these leeches. Yeah, dragging down the morale of the team, which is, as you guys know, which is a really really bad thing to do in Football Manager. Do not let your team morale to be go down. If you do that, I don't care. Even you can have the best players in the team, but they will not play well. All right. So yeah, Football Manager, you really need to keep an eye on the club's morale. All right. Do not let it drop down. So I don't care. If you want to leave, you can just leave. Seriously. All right. So now we need to be focusing on the game here. Placheta in the penalty box, he found Howard, but it was amazingly blocked, if I'm not mistaken, by Madi there just now. He have actually stopped a certain goal. All right. Okay, in the 75 minute, you know what? I'm gonna make a few changes here. We have only done one changes, and a lot of our players are actually tired. But Stefan Bajetic, he keeps on getting tired. Not sure what to do with him. But he's a very important player. You know what? Axel Berenguer, I'm gonna take him off for Marcos there. All right, and look at this. Madi is also tired. Let's bring in Armini for him, and then should I be taking off? You know what? Let's take off Bajetic. Let's give him some rest. We're gonna bring him off for Ibrahima Diallo to play as our deep lying playmaker. So there's another 10 more minutes to go for this game to end, and we are leading comfortably in this match unless they score right now. Okay, there was no one in the penalty box. It was easy defending by Julian to do that. And now he played it long to Kevin Zeffi. Can we launch a counter attack? If you look at this, I think we have more players than their defenders right now. And Kevin Zeffi played a pass to Garbi. Garbi tried to chip the keeper, but it was cleared by their defender. Oh my god. Garbi is actually tired, and my assistant have actually suggested me to bring Alessandro Bolzan in for him. You know what? Let's give him some game time. 4 minutes. Let's see what he can do. I know it's not enough in terms of Football Manager Club, right? It's actually not enough time, for any player to come and make a difference. But he have actually got an assist. I'm not sure whether that should be called an assist or not, because Kevin Zeffi actually did the most of the work there because he actually had to score from a very, very difficult angle there. But I'm not going to complain. He came off the bench. He got an assist to Kevin Zeffi's goal. And Kevin Zeffi, that was an amazing, amazing finish by him. That keeper must be thinking, how? How did Kevin Zeffi score against him, to be honest there? All right, guys. So the full-time score is going to be 4-1. If you look at this, you guys remember, right, that we did not had a single shot on target in the first half. And I only did one change to the tactic. I asked the team to work the ball into the box. And that actually worked really well for us. We actually managed to score 4 goals in the second half to turn things around and won against this Copenhagen team. And yeah, I'm not sure that is due to the tactical change or what, but it really worked. And I should be calling myself a tactical genius. Don't you agree, guys? All right, so with that win against Copenhagen, we have actually rised up to all the way to the 9th position. But unfortunately, we could not finish this episode in the top 8 position. But with only 3 games to go, right, we are actually in a very, very good position. Let's have a look at who we are going to be facing, in the next 3 games in Europa League phase. So we are going to be playing the likes of, Vikinger, the likes of Hopel, Hapiol or Hapol, all right, and it's going to be Nice. So I think these two games, right, against Vikinga and Hapoel, is going to be very important for us. And I think these are the games that are really winnable. All right, so if we can actually win these two games, right, I think we will be able to confirm a top 8 position. All right, and yeah, hopefully when we come back, in the next episode, which I don't exactly know when are we going to be coming in back. Hopefully, we will be in a very good position. We will be able to qualify for the round of 16 of the Europa League, and we will still be in the Champions League spot. So, guys, if you have enjoyed the video, please drop a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.